Hey, lovely souls, welcome back to Emerald and Gold. It's always so good to come back on here, and I promise you, I have been looking forward to this moment for the longest of time. And yeah, who has been practicing self care, self indulgence, and just, refreshing yourself, your body, your spirit, your soul? Who has been doing that? Because this girl right here has been doing that. And as you can see in the video, that's me unboxing what we are going to wear to the beach. So we decided to go on a family beach moment, or better still, on a family beach trip to Port Stanley. Prior to which time I had created something nice for the family to wear. Because of course I'm a fashion lover and I always love to come prim and proper, making sure my style is on 100%, just to get that uniqueness and that, matching look that would portray what the occasion entails in its entirety, right? So on this very day, I decided to go for a beach theme look just to bring out the beauty of the whole thing. And trust me, it's summer. Who doesn't want to have that colorful, interesting look that will just give you hope, especially when it's just you or your friends or your family members that come all looking prepared and looking beautiful for the day. Trust me, people would keep staring, people would keep wondering, oh wow, these people came prepared, they look so good. And yeah, I got myself a white, beautiful dress, a long one that has lots of see-through holes. Would I call them holes? Well, just take it as you say, as you hear it. And then I got this colorful shirt for my boys, and I actually ordered something similar for their dad. But then I think there was a mix-up somewhere; it did not arrive. But I was refunded. Fortunately for me, we got some glasses, some sunglasses, just to match with the outfit, and also get hats that are going to go with the outfit itself, just to help shield us from sunburn and, just overexposure to the sun itself. Yes, so I was unpacking here and just trying to show off what the items and the box were for the beach day, and just also trying to put them in order whereby we would be able to reach out for them so easily. So that was me just taking off all the wraps and fixing them in the accurate case that it came with. And aside that, the good thing is at least we knew that what we purchased, especially the glasses, we were going to go a long way, just to help with our eyes, the wind from the sea, and maybe particles from the sand and all of that. And yes, that's the shorts I ordered for my husband, which would have been there with his shirt, but unfortunately the shirt did not arrive. So anyways, we're going to play a trick by improvising with something else. Hopefully it works, or definitely it should work. So yes, we were done unpacking, and then now we're setting aside everything just to be ready for the day. And of course, this is going to be promising, because I figured out that I happen to be the only one that I've been to a beach amongst my family members. So both my sons would have this experience as their first time at the beach, and also my husband, who has fear of water. He literally does not even like water. Talk less of, like, he doesn't like swimming pool, not to talk of the beach. So that's I've been looking forward to it, because I just want my sons to have a feel of what the beachfront is, and how, putting your feet into the water, how it really is. So I've been looking forward to this moment, and now it's gonna happen. So I want you to get ready with us. I want you to come along with us. Let's explore together. Let's have some fun. Let's go on a smooth long ride all the way from my environment to Port Stanley. And I know This is gonna be something mind blowing and aesthetically um enriching. Did I say so? But better still, it is just going to be memorable and just soothing to the soul. Yeah, that's to categorized as relaxing and just rejuvenating, just practically indulging in self care in whatever form it comes. And that's it for me. Yeah, for me, I think I love, not I think, I am certain I love water body. I love the ocean, I love going to the swimming pool, and mind you, this babe right here knows nothing about swimming. Well, I could just stay in water and just enjoy the flow of the water, enjoy the current, enjoy everything, but I can't swim to save a life. No. So please don't come at me thinking I'm a shark. No. I hence no shark. All right. So for those who are new on board, my new subscribers, my old subscribers, my passers-by, and everybody, just anyone that wants to indulge in what this content entails, you're welcome on board. I welcome you with an open embrace and with words of affirmation that you are in the right place, you are at the right spot. Emerald and Gold is a place to be, and please make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, you comment, and repeat action non-stop because you are at the right place and you don't want to miss out on every juicy content that is dropped per week. So once again, welcome to Emerald and Gold, and on this channel, we are all about faith, lifestyle, fashion, wellness, music, and living a purposeful life. Everything in totality, everything that just brings out the best in you, gives you what life in its whole essence entails. That said, just so you know, while I was in this video, I was actually introducing myself, introducing the channel, and just telling you basically everything that the day was supposed to bring forth. But unfortunately, my mic was not on and I did not know. So I progressed to explaining and talking and indulging and just discussing, pouring out my heart's contents beautifully, making you know why we are in the car, what we're getting up to, what I was wearing. In short, I was showing you my purse or my basket woven bag, and then I was introducing my sons behind as well. And even at the point I touched the mic, I still didn't know it wasn't on because I pressed, like I turned it on, but it still didn't come on. I didn't know. So I kept talking and talking, and then now I'm at the point of sitting down to make a voiceover. Well, it is what it is. So that's Edric, yay, and that's Enoch, my E brothers, the E brothers. And we were waiting for their dad who had stepped out to do a little bit of transaction just before we set out to do other things. And here we decided to stop by at the store, the Larama itself, to get some items which were not available at the moment. And then we also stopped by at the restaurants to get some food supplies and drinks and all of that because that was the whole idea, just to have refreshments and everything ready and not stressing out on preparing anything by ourselves. So we arrived at Larama, went in, did our shopping, went around and did basically everything we wanted to do. Alright, so I don't need to talk to you about what these items you can see here. I'll just go straight into talking about what to expect for this particular content today. So Port Stanley Beach is located in the village of Port Stanley. Yes, it's located in the village of Port Stanley, and it's also called Port Stanley Beach. And it's situated on the north shore of Lake Erie. I think it's in the province of Ontario, Canada. Yeah. So this beach is part of I think it's part of Elgin County, and is known for its very sandy shoreline, clear waters, and vibrant summer atmosphere. Port Stanley Beach happens to be a very popular destination for both locals and tourists, offering amenities such as piers, boardwalks, and various recreational facilities. Because I did my findings just before I decided to embark on this beautiful trip to this particular beach. So I'd known a few things about it before even embarking on the trip itself. And now I'm going to be talking about water body and being aquaphobic. All right, so if you remember, I earlier mentioned that my sons have never been to the beach. My husband is not a friend of water. He has never been to the beach as well. So today would be his first time going to the beach. And I know the feel he's going to have is going to be just like what my sons will have. But for me, I've been to the beach countless times, like without number. I've been to the pool. Okay, yes, my husband has been to the pool. My kids have been to the pool. That said, they've never been to any beach before. So this experience is going to be the first one ever for all three of them. Yes, so and we all know that having this aquaphobic feel, it's like having a fear of water, and then this condition is very significant because it can cause anxiety, it can cause distress, and it can make someone overthink things. It just makes them feel like, oh, even when they are not in water, they might just have that feel that they would drown at the sight of a large body of water, and that's something that is not so nice to have, like to have or to dwell upon as humans, because I feel that the earth is the Lord and His fullness there. So if God has given you the land to walk upon, and He has given you the sea to enjoy, why not enjoy it instead of having fear of water? But I know it's easier said than done. Something that if you are not in that position, it's easy for you to criticize those that are experiencing such ordeal. Yes, so for me, I would just want to talk about this condition called aquaphobic, and I believe that overcoming aquaphobic can be challenging. Yes, we all know that overcoming the fear of whatever it is, maybe the fear of height, the fear of animals, or the fear of nature, whatever it is, it can be very, very, very difficult to overcome. But it's possible with the right strategy, like when you apply the right measure. I feel it's something that with time it will wear off, and then you'll be able to explore and just get away with whatever that negative feel is. And then I think getting to know certain ways that we can overcome this fear of aquaphobic also helps to strengthen that courage, strengthens you to be able to withstand water body and all of that. It reduces the fear of water. Okay, let's go back into the video. I decided to take you on a road trip because I love road trips. I love bringing authentic content whereby it feels like we're all being carried along, and you can see where I'm going through. You can see everything. It just feels like you are part of it already. Even before you embark on this journey, you already know what to expect. You already know what is going to be on the way, and it's always so interesting. Just putting nature in, or incorporating nature into one, like every once in a while content goes a long way to make you feel relaxed, and just that beauty that comes along with nature itself. It makes you feel calm enough to sit back and indulge in whatever content is being put out for you. So at this point, we're almost approaching Port Stanley. In short, we were at the verge of arriving at the beach. So we're just crossing a little, and just a few borders to arrive at the beach. And I believe we've gone so far already, because for us to have gone through the part where we had the canoe, through the part where we had that beautiful bridge, or that beautiful overhead bridge, means we are almost so close to Port Stanley already. So, but obviously from the video you can see that we're already in the city of Port Stanley, because it's a city on its own before you now name the beach Port Stanley too. So it's a city on its own, and it also has the beach called the same name, Port Stanley. So for whoever is watching this that has never been to Port Stanley, say you are in Ontario, the province of Ontario, or you are in another province and you've never experienced this. Of course, I know there are lots of beaches in Canada. Like Canada has a humongous amount of water body. But just in case you stop by at Port Stanley, I would implore you to visit Port Stanley Beach, because it's a very beautiful place. I've heard a few people saying, oh, it's a dirty place, it's not nice. But then I'm like, why would you call nature dirty? You can't expect that every beach you go to would have the same, they could have the same features, yes, but there would always be different compositions when it comes to what to expect at the waterfront, or what to expect amongst the community. There are different people, there are different indigens, and different cultural settings, and people, just different differences in diversity and inclusivity and all of that. So I feel that every beach has its own distinctiveness, and that's what sets it aside for you to be able to explore and just want to indulge and do extraordinary things, and just refresh and relax and enjoy the water body, enjoy the current, enjoy the atmosphere. And that's it. And yes, myself and my family decided to jump on a challenge. I don't know what it's called, but maybe it's the jumping, running, jumping, meet me at another place challenge. I think I'll find out what the name is, but for this purpose, I don't even know what the name is. But I just know it's a challenge that picks you up at one point and then you end up at another point. So that was us crossing over from our environment where we live to the beach. Yes, so back to our talk about aquaphobic. I would just give a few points on certain things one can do to overcome this challenge. And I think the first one should be breathing exercises. I would say that for the purpose of having these breathing exercises, one should practice deep breathing, relaxation technique to manage anxiety, staying calm. I keep talking about breathe. So when I say breathe, sometimes it could be perceived as saying inhale and exhale. But at the same time, when I say breathe, it could also be perceived as taking a pause and just, relaxing, like taking your mind off the pressures that set you down. Just being free, set yourself free, set your mind free and calm. Stay calm, like embrace peace. That's what breathing exercise entails. It's a controlled breathing that can help calm your nervous system and reduce the physical symptoms of fear. And I think that's the first thing anybody that has that fear of water should try to, indulge in breathing exercises. Then another thing should be, in no particular order, I'm just going to be talking about these things. Hopefully, if I'm trying to pinpoint on the ones I've said before, I might not remember because I'm just saying it randomly just to engage you. So I think another one would be maybe therapy. There's this cognitive behavioral therapy, usually shortened as CBT. It's particularly effective in treating phobias, like all sorts of phobias, maybe not all, but mostly some. So a therapist can help you understand and change the thought patterns that contribute to your fear of water. So this is going to have to do with like engaging with communication and just point out your feels about what these things need to be so that the therapist can walk along with you and get a positive result. Then another thing should be maybe visualization. At this point, visualization in this essence can sound like meditation or just more like meditation, so to say. I don't want to use complex words here. So just imagining yourself in a very calm and safe environment where there is no distraction. Okay, when you're seated or standing or whatever, you might actually have lots of distraction, but it's just about you imagining yourself in that calm, safe, serene environment where it will just help reduce anxiety. It creates positive associations with water, and it's just something that you have to be deliberate about it. Like if you are trying to if you're trying to, would I say evoke? If you're trying to bring about that calm environment, you have to be able to think and imagine very well that, okay, yes, it is calm, the water is calm. Then another thing is education. Learning never ends. So learning more about water safety and understanding how swim can reduce fear. The knowledge and skills can increase your confidence around any water, like any type of water you find yourself in. So education is key to learning more about water safety. Then swimming lessons, that goes in line with also educating yourself. Swimming lessons, because I believe that if you enroll in swimming lessons or swimming classes with an instructor that is experienced in working with individuals who have fear of water, they can help you to provide a supportive and maybe like a gradual introduction to water activities. And subsequently, you will see that you're doing well. You can pick up from the pieces, pick up from the little, the basics, and before you become an expert at swimming and becomes very effortless. Like you wouldn't have to stress so much. You just find yourself doing it you would even summon courage to want to go to the pool or to the beach at every opportunity you have, because you would be refreshed doing so. Then another aspect can be maybe joining a support group. you know I feel this, when you converge or you have a sit out with people that have similar fear, it can help provide encouragement. You guys can boost each other's morale because everybody has a shared understanding of what overcoming of what being aquaphobic is. So, and as such, you would definitely have a shared overcoming measure because you guys will be able to relate with each other and just talk things through and encourage one another, boosting your confidence about being able to approach water body, and then it will become something of the past, I think. Then let me think. I think having positive reinforcement, so rewarding yourself for small achievements related to overcoming your fear, it also helps. I feel positive reinforcement can motivate you to continue making progress. So when you keep telling yourself, okay, you can do it, yeah, you've done it before, you can keep doing it, just progressively ensuring that you are at your best when it comes to overcoming those fears. It will definitely help ward off that feel of not being a friend of the water. Yes. Then maybe professional help, maybe in severe cases, consulting a mental health professional who specializes in anxiety disorders or phobias can also provide personalized and effective treatment options. I'm not really sure of what these options are, but I just feel definitely as a mental health professional that is well capable to give you what those tips are for the treatment in this particular order. It will definitely go a long way to help with the professional aspect of giving off the best measure to overcome your fear of water. Then I'll just say that being consistent and patience, like having patience, these two things are key to overcoming phobia of any kind, especially for water itself. Staying consistent to your routines, to what you've learned so far, or to the new practices you've imbibed so far, and being patient with yourself, not being too hard on yourself, and not overdoing what you think will definitely help go a long way in overcoming your fear of water. And for me, see the way I'm just jumping all around in this case. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the content itself because I've just been talking about aquaphobic and all of that and overcoming your challenge. So now, let me laugh at myself first. I actually have my beach wear underneath that white dress you see. But that day, I don't just know what happened to me. I started feeling cold from nowhere. And I told myself that if I try to take this clothes off, hey, the kind of cold that would deal with me by the time we are headed to go home, like headed back home, I know it won't be nice. So I just told myself, see, just enter the water, pick up your dress, and make sure that it doesn't get wet at any point in time. So that was why I kept lifting up the dress so that whatever level the water gets to on my skin, I know it's not going to touch my clothes. And at the same time, I was trying to have fun. But as a mother, see, we can't just have fun in peace. See, these boys, they were going into the water, like they were disregarding the wave that was coming, and they just wanted to keep going. At interval, I would just have to go in and bring them back and tell them, no, you shouldn't stay that far. You see me, I'm your mother. I don't even go that far. What's wrong with you? They're like, they were just exploring. They were having a time of their life. Like they just wanted to go far ahead. In short, I don't know. They have no single fear of water. Trust me, because this being their first experience at the beach, and they feeling so relaxed. Like I was even expecting to see the little ones say, "Ah, mommy, I'm not going in. No, for where? Hey, they literally carried their water gun, ran off straight into the water, and they were playing. And yes, I brought a change of outfit for them, so I knew at some point they'll get cold, and because of the wetness from the water, I knew they'll get cold. So they had played out their body and soul. And it was time to refreshing themselves with some meal. Yeah, they were so tired. They were tired. And at this point, this one was shaking. Enough, the little one. He was shivering, but he wanted to eat something first before changing. So I let him do that. And then we went through the place where we were going to head towards the tower. There was a white tower that we had spotted from afar off. from where we were having our fun. So we decided to go towards that direction and just explore. And of course we did. We got there and took pictures. We experienced a little bit of that's the stone that has Port Stanley written boldly on it. It's so beautiful. I don't know, I just like it. It's so beautiful. It's just in between the sands and all of that. It's so nice. Yeah, so we just wanted to experience the entire place. Like, we didn't just want to go through one part and disregard the other part. So we thought to ourselves that why not just let us leave the car at the park and just walk through this part to see what is here and what is what is behind that tower. But definitely we couldn't see it. Well, at least we took pictures. We walked very close to it. We arrived at the point where it was, but there was no passage to go in and actually see what it was there. If you see, okay, no, I think the video has already come past that point. Anyways, this is another part of the water. I must say this part was really dirty. I wasn't impressed because I was like, the beach should have at least a little bit of that blueness, the blue sea. That's what I always expect. And I think that's why most people say, oh, Port Stanley Beach is not clean. But then that's the nature of the water. It's not as if people are fetching a heap of sand and spilling it into it so that it changes color. No, that's the nature of this beach. And we just have to respect nature either way. It's like whether it's pink water, whether it's yellow water, whether it's blue water, whatever it wants to be, let it be. We would rock it. We would groove with it and enjoy it. But definitely, when we are done with all of this, we definitely have to go back home and shower, wash off all the, contamination and whatever it is. Because at some point, trust me, we started seeing the skeletons of big fishes. There was even one that was looking like a very big croaker because it had scales. It had dried up, but you could still see the scale. I wish I made the footage of it, but I just freaked out when I said I was like, because it was so big. We just walked past it and kept doing our thing. We just went around and that was it for us. Yeah, I hope you've learned one or two things from. Yes, that's the tower over there. It's a very beautiful one, white tower. So I hope you've learned one or two things about the aquaphobic little lesson I just gave you. And let me just refresh your memory on that again. I talked about aquaphobic being the fear of a condition whereby someone would have maybe like an anxiety or distress about water. So it definitely makes the person have the fear of water. And I spoke about overcoming challenges. Well, if you've watched to this extent, thank you so much for indulging, and please do also subscribe. Yes, subscribe, like, share, comment, and repeat action. Like, never you get tired of indulging. Just keep your notifications on and just come over and over. Yay, we are headed back home after a long trip. And I hope you enjoyed it. It was so much fun. I'll see you next time again on Emerald and Gold. And I must say, thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you for growing on this platform with me. Thank you for coming through all the time. And make sure you have your self-care done. Just relax and enjoy yourself. Breathe, have fun, have lovely moments with families. And most of all, thank you for watching. See you next time on Emerald and Gold. Until then, stay blessed. Remember, you are enough. Thank you so much. Goodbye.